So, completely against all logic and all data that it has left millions of fans asking. One simple question: why? This is the story of the NBA 2K cover that broke the internet. Now, let's get one thing straight. This isn't just about a video game. This is about a cultural moment. The WNBA is exploding, and one person is the rocket fuel, Caitlin Clark. She's not just a player. She's a phenomenon. Record-breaking viewership, sold-out arenas, a tidal wave of new fans. So when 2K announced a special WNBA edition for their next game, the cover athlete was obvious, right? It had to be Clark. It was the easiest marketing win in history. Instead, they did this. Yes, Angel Reese. And the internet absolutely lost its mind. The backlash was instant and brutal. Fans weren't just disappointed. They were furious. They called it the biggest marketing fumble they'd ever seen. One person on Twitter put it perfectly: "This makes about as much sense as deep fry and a screwdriver on Thanksgiving." Let's look at the simple facts. Forget opinions. Forget feelings. Let's just look at the raw numbers. In the recent All-Star voting, a direct measure of popularity, Caitlin Clark was number 1 by a mile, whereas Angel Reese, number 10. 9 other players were more popular with the fans. Yet she's on the cover. How does that happen? It's like launching a new Star Wars movie and putting a random stormtrooper on the poster instead of Luke Skywalker. It simply makes no sense. But here's where the story takes a turn. Here's the twist you won't see coming. What if this wasn't a mistake? What if this was a deliberate, calculated choice? Think about it. Corporations like 2K don't just make mistakes this big. They have teams of analysts. They live and breathe data. They knew Clark was the popular choice. They knew this would cause an uproar. So the real question isn't how they made this choice. The real question is why. And the answer might be darker and more cynical than you think. This decision might have nothing to do with basketball. It's not about who has better stats or who sells more tickets. This is a statement. We're living in a time of deep cultural division, and some companies believe that controversy is a currency. They believe that picking a side, even the less popular side, generates more noise, more clicks, and more conversation than playing it safe. They might have gambled that the outrage from Clark's fans would be outweighed by the intents, loyalty from Reese's base, and the media narrative it would create. They chose division over unity. They chose controversy over celebration. They looked at the single biggest star to ever enter the women's game, the person single-handedly lifting the league to new heights, and they decided to sideline her for a statement. The shocking part isn't that they chose Angel Reese. The shocking part is that they might have intentionally rejected Caitlin Clark. Millions of new fans believing it was a better business strategy. They risked alienating the very audience that could secure the WNBA's future, all for the sake of making a cultural point. So I have to ask you, was this the dumbest marketing blunder of the 21st century, or was it a cold, calculated move in a culture war where sports are now just another battlefield? Let me know what you think in the comments below. This is a conversation we need to have.